Well, after the departure of a player known as, what's his name? After the departure of a player known as Luis Diaz from Liverpool, another player is said to really depart the side of Liverpool, and that is Darwin Nunez. He's obviously going to be leaving Liverpool in a nick of time, and he's obviously going to be going to Saudi Pro League. And Fabrizio Romano tells us that Darwin Nunez to Al-Hilal, here we go soon, So welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Marc Guiu from Chelsea to Sunderland, deal on, and the player's going to have to be unveiled, and Estevo has been unveiled as a Chelsea player, and you all understand what it means when such stories obviously commence or really start to obviously run in such spaces. Let's see close to 100 likes smash on this video. Don't forget to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Let's start it off with Fabrizio Romano, who dropped an exclusive that Al-Hilal are close to getting Darwin Nunez deal done after verbal agreement in place with Liverpool. Club-to-club agreement is done, while Al-Hilal are in talks with Darwin Nunez over personal terms. Decision up to Darwin Nunez, but always underway. But talks underway. Inzaghi wants him. Now, if you've been watching me this week, one of the things I've gone ahead obviously hint on a lot has been all about Mitrovic. Mitrovic wants out. Why does he want out of Al-Hilal? It's because he went ahead to understand that they are really bringing in a player known as Darwin Nunez, and Darwin Nunez is a player who is obviously going to command a starting spot into the team of Inzaghi in there for you. So he's like, I cannot compete with him. I'm not gonna compete with such and such and such a player. That's what he's obviously thinking of, and he's right, by the way. Because at the age of 30, you cannot compete with a player who is 24, 25 years of age, right? Is he 24 even? I think he's 24 years of age. We are talking of a player known as Darwin Nunez. So he's like, I want to leave Al-Hilal and pave way for the coming in through of the heir to his throne, that is Darwin Nunez. And for Darwin Nunez, he has struggled a lot when it has got to come to what we call the Premier League. Coming in through from Benfica in the summer of 2022, scored very many goals, but when he came to a side known as Liverpool, he really failed to obviously execute what most of us were really hugely expectant of him in far as scoring goals was really concerned. So, as it stands, Darwin Nunez looks like his chapter at Liverpool has gone ahead to come to his end, and his candle at Liverpool has gone ahead to burn out. Now, we are only looking out for something known as here we go for him to Al-Hilal. Now, understand, contract for Darwin Nunez at Al-Hilal will be valid until June 2028, 3 years. Darwin Nunez opened doors to Al-Hilal last week. Contract details are being sorted. Once done, will be here we go. Liverpool will receive 53 million euros plus add-ons as exclusively revealed. Now, so we now know what is obviously holding this deal behind. It's all about the contract details being sorted, and Liverpool have already gone ahead to agree a fee of 53 million euros. And if you add 53 to the 75 that they sold Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich, that is 128 million euros for Liverpool. And I tell you what, that alone is enough to see to it that they obviously get in the best of the best of Alexander Isak. Moving on to get all those forwards out, they've already gone ahead to get in one known as Ekitike, and after Hugo Ekitike, guess what has gone ahead to happen? They've gone ahead to look out to Alexander Isak, and I tell you what, with this amount of money they've gone ahead to get him through, there is no way they can fail to get Alexander Isak. I'm telling you, they'll obviously get that deal done and dusted, and 53 million euros plus 75 will obviously play a very huge part into Liverpool's pursuit of Alexander Isak. And Liverpool 100% knowing that Isak will join them, because Newcastle is working tooth and nail to obviously get in a centre forward, and they wanted to get in Benjamin Sesko, but Benjamin Sesko has picked United over Newcastle. You all know that, there is no question mark about that. You've been hearing those stories. He has given United his priority, and now Newcastle are looking at Nicholas Jackson, Ollie Watkins, and which other striker are they looking at? Wissa from the side of Brentford. So that's what is happening in the world of football as far as Liverpool signing Isak is really concerned. But Darwin Nunez is obviously leaving for a team known as Al-Hilal. And I tell you what, it is really the champion. I think they're the champions of, they won the Champions League of Asia, and the guy is not obviously gonna stop into the mix. So that's what we had about that guy, and let's obviously go to Marc Guiu in there for you. Marc Guiu is a player who joined the club of Chelsea from Barcelona, I think last summer transfer window, and when he came in through, he really thought that he could obviously play a lot. But remember, Marc Guiu was from the La Masia Academy, and him coming from the La Masia Academy, I tell you what, a lot was expected from him, but he has failed to command a starting position on the side of Chelsea. And him being a centre forward, and Chelsea going ahead to sign 2 centre forwards, was a message that he's not meeting the requirements or the requests of the manager known as Enzo Maresca. You understand? So if he's not meeting the request of Enzo Maresca, then you have to understand that he has to be moved on. And Fabrizio has told us that Marc Guiu has just signed his contract as new Sunderland player, medical done, all sealed with Chelsea for the striker to join Sunderland on straight loan. And for Marc Guiu, I think he's still young. A loan to a side known as Sunderland is really great, because it's obviously going to help him really get in ample playing time at that side. And when he gets in ample playing time as a player, I tell you what, he won't obviously regret coming at Sunderland, as he's just 19 years of age, and he just turned 19 in January this year, meaning that he's obviously going to be leading the line for the side of Sunderland, and by so doing, he'll obviously improve on his match fitness levels, and it benefits him twice. If he obviously comes out and obviously puts in a very big shift at Chelsea, do you know what will happen? At Sunderland, maybe Chelsea will obviously resign him, or Chelsea will sell him to another club that will see huge potential in the player. And for me, I think Chelsea are really good at that, and they won't look back at him. I know they will be really looking to obviously sell him and obviously get a very huge profit, because if I'm not mistaken, and I stand to be corrected, when he was really doing the needful to go to a side known as Chelsea coughed only 5 million euros, and I think they will make a profit if he really thrives at Sunderland and scores some good number of goals. You'll find out that Chelsea will sell this player for like 30-40 million pounds, and what a profit for the club of Chelsea. So Marc Guiu will be playing there for the rest of this for the starting season, and let's see how he obviously does the needful. But he's a talented player, and he's a very good finisher if Sunderland really gives him the best of the best in there. So that's exactly what we've gone ahead to get him through from that side of Chelsea, and Marc Guiu in there as far as that is really concerned. And there is a story that I want obviously really drop in, that of Estavo. I think we'll obviously do it later, but I want to talk about Jules Kounde. Jules Kounde is one of the players at Barcelona that has gone ahead to find himself in a position of really impressing the manager. And in the due course of impressing the manager has decided that the lad deserves a new contract. And guess what? It has been tabled, and all is going on well as planned for the side of Chelsea, for the side of Barcelona. So, and they've told us that Jules Kounde New deal at Barca has been sealed with club/player lawyers approving documents. 4 more steps next, but all done for Jules to sign until 2030. So Jules Kounde came in through from Sevilla in I think 2022, and when he came in through, he really did a very good job there, and he impressed Xavi. He also went ahead to impress this guy. When Xavi was really signing him, he told him, "I'm going to turn you into the best ball passing centre back." But to our shock, he got into the central defense of Chelsea. He got into the right back position of Barcelona into the mix. So guys, your thoughts on to Darwin Nunez? Here we go soon. A welcome in the comment section below. And what are your thoughts about a side known as Jules Kounde, new contract at Barcelona, and Marc Guiu signing for Sunderland on loan? We out.